Hello and welcome to Ula Tea Leaf Readings. My name is Lenor and today I'm going to be reading your tea leaves. This is a horoscope for Virgo. If Virgo is your solar, lunar, ascendant/rising sign, then this is a message for you. Okay, let's get started. And let's see what these tea leaves have to say today. Okay. And so our card is the Ace of Discs. And actually, you know what? Before we get into this, I want to say, if you haven't subscribed yet, please think about doing that. It is free. You don't have to pay anything. You just hit the little button, subscribe, and you are part of the community. You can also hit that little bell and that will let you know when the next videos are coming out. I don't want you to miss any of your videos. All right. So the Ace of Discs. Yeah. And it looks like we have a 661 right here. So that seems like it might be an important number. Oh, and we had a piece fall off. Okay. We have a butterfly. Oh, that's a pretty little butterfly there. Okay, so let's take a look. We have a lamp, an oil lamp. And this is the kind of lamp that you would make a wish on. Right? We all know the kind of story of the genie and the lamp, or the jinn and the lamp. And so one of your wishes is going to come true, maybe 3 of them. But, and this is always the but, you must be mindful about the choices you make. What wishes are you making? What are you hoping for to happen in your life? You know, when we are blessed, which is a wonderful thing, no doubt, we must keep in mind that it changes the whole landscape of our life. You know, if you've ever hoped to have a child and then had one, you know, your life is completely altered. If you've ever been in a serious relationship, or any kind of love, really, you know, it changes the landscape of your life, for better or worse. And so, because I'm a superstitious girl, when I see this, I think, yes, this is great. This is a big win. A bit of a jackpot, if you will. But there needs to be some thinking that goes into where are you putting your energies? Where are you setting your intentions? Where's the energy that you're putting forth, right? Where are your efforts being placed? All of this really matters. It does. So you have some good fortune coming your way. Use it wisely. Use it wisely. And we have the butterfly. I don't think this is going to be a problem because there's so much self-evolution. And listen, we're talking about Virgo, my fellow Virgos. And you know, we are, if any of the signs this is true about, we are always on that self-improvement path. It doesn't have to be self-improvement per se, but spiritual, self-refinement, always trying different things, you know, kind of tinkering with our lives a little bit here, a little bit there, searching for something, open to, you know, growing as beings. And so in some way, kind of that ever butterfly, right? Okay, so we also have a duck right here. Okay, maybe it's a swan. It looks like a duck. I think it's a duck. It has a smaller body. So we have a duck, and when I see the duck, very much has to do with being able to get through turbulent waters. That's what I think of always. You know, as the waves are going, the duck is just riding the waves. And so you know how to just kind of balance through. You go with the flow of things as much as you can as a Virgo, right? We're always trying to improve a little bit, right? Well, what's going on? Improve the system, improve the environment, improve, you know, whatever the circumstances are. But for the most part, we're really good at kind of rolling with it. And, you know, I see this and I think this is very true. So whatever has been going on, you have navigated through it really well. Okay. Now we have over here, and it seems like we have two people who are embracing right here, right here. Okay, we have a child, we have a heart, and then we have another person over here. And it almost seems like there's somebody who is outside of the family unit who there's a love for the family. I almost think this is like maybe a sister. Somebody's sister, somebody's mom, some family member. But there's a lot of love, there's a lot of support, but there's just this undercurrent of, I don't know, there's some kind of discord. Is it jealousy? I don't know. I think longing for, wanting what you have. They see what you have and they think it's come to you easily for some reason. But that's not true. You know, no relationship comes easily to anybody. No circumstance comes easily to most people. I mean, there's the very few. But, you know, behind closed doors, behind it all, there's a lot of work happening. You know, you take care of a life. Your own singular life, that's enough. If you actually have a family to take care of, or, you know, maybe family members, or your animal companions, that's a lot of work. On top of that, maybe working, volunteering, having passion projects, even just navigating the ins and outs of daily life. It's a lot. It's a lot for anybody. Okay. And it's all different. Everybody has their own, you know, experience with life. You cannot compare. That's the thing. Listen, and I've been jealous in my life. Of course I have. You know, I'm not somebody who's going to sit in here and tell you I'm some, you know, monk on a mountain, and I've never had any kind of sense of want or attachment or desire or jealousy, or, you know, acted a fool. I have, of course I have. But I'll tell you one thing. When you start to realize, and this took me getting to a place where things were pretty bleak. I didn't realize this when I had anything. I realized when I had nothing. I could spend my entire life fawning over what other people have. Angry. Feeling like everything was taken. I was, you know, dealt a bad hand. Whatever, you know. But it was really a lot of how I was existing had to do with my perception, my beliefs that I had created for myself, my own victimhood. And now that's not to say that bad things haven't happened. You haven't been victimized. You know, I have been. I was abused. I've had terrible things happen to me, especially when I was a young child and absolutely vulnerable. But, you know, as I spent years and years of my life kind of carrying that burden, it was like the gift that didn't stop giving. I could not get myself out of that frame of mind. And it destroyed me. And it destroyed me. And it destroyed me. And the only way that I could let it go was if I just focused on what I could do in that moment. What could I do for myself? Not what happened to me, not what anybody took from me, or what they wouldn't give me, or nobody was going to save me, or whatever. I had to save myself in a lot of ways. I had to find a way, you know. And when we have people in our lives and we start to really dig ourselves out of this, or, you know, we've relieved ourselves of some of the envy, the, you know, just kind of always looking at things that are probably not only unobtainable, but they're just, they're not realistic. It looks good from afar. But when you're in it, how good is this thing? You know? When you kind of graduate out of this way of living, you have other people in your life, you know, who just, maybe they're doing the self-work. They're trying to figure it out, but they're still there. They're still really, really enchanted by the illusions. You know, there can be a lot of animosity. There's a lot of pushback from people when you start to kind of shine. You know, you have that light. And we attract one another in those dark places. We look for beacons in the light. Sometimes you attract in people who just absolutely can't stand that they're still hurting, and they see somebody who has kind of really worked on healing themselves. You know, and you want to save you want to help everybody, but you can't save people from themselves. They have to figure it out. And so I look at this and I see, and this doesn't have to be that you're really, you know, you're in a family unit and, you know, you have a kid and married and all that. It's beside the point. This is about unification of self. About having some semblance of a family, something that you consider your family. It could be that you have your plants and your animals. My family for a long time was my cats, my 2 kitties. Well, I had 3 at that point, but then, yes, my old man went over the Rainbow Bridge. But, you know, it could be whatever that is to you. Okay. And this person, you know, they are somebody you love. I know. And they're close. They're close. And when you put it all together, there is a heart formed. You know, there's a bit of a chasm right here, but then there's the little heart that brings it together. So I implore you to have patience with this person. Have a little bit of patience where you can. I don't think that they mean to, you know, be bitter or have unkind words, or, you know, just kind of, I don't even know. It's just an energy that people have. They're a little bit unkind even in their kindness, right? And it sucks, but sometimes we just have to figure out a way to just let it go, right? And as those in the southern parts of America here say, the United States, bless their heart, right? So we're going to move over here. We have, it looks like an angel. You can see a side profile. Here's the wing. Here's the angel, arm up. And then we have a heart, and we have a plant growing out of the heart. We have a little bird inside of the heart. And so it just is a place of great cultivation, a cultivation of love, a deep love, transcending even those of romantic, of family. This is a sense of divine love, agape. This is spirit. This is where we really become our own mothers, our own fathers, our own, teachers, our own doctors, not literally doctors, but spiritual, right? And we begin to heal. We begin to find ways to heal. We find our techniques, our modalities. We find our groups of people, our teachers that speak to us, lecturers, authors, poets. Poets are that's my thing. Whatever it is that really just makes your heart sing. And it is. With that bird in there, I know your heart is singing. Okay. And we have all of this growth, and it is a beautiful thing. And, it is, you have that daemon, that guardian angel, that place of higher thinking, of higher concept, spiritual well-being. It is all there. It is all supporting you. You are in a blessed place. Okay. And now with this energy of the Ace of Discs, I really feel like this is flowing into your ability to make resources. So, are you starting some kind of business that has to do with these things? Maybe you are a healer and you are, doing something like Reiki or massage therapy, acupuncture. Maybe you are a diviner. Maybe you are some kind of alchemist, spiritual alchemist. Maybe you are in the actual, medical field, right? It doesn't have to be alternative or whatever we like to call it. But you are connected to spirit, and you are on this path of healing. And it would not surprise me if you were doing something, you were turning into a mode where you could help other people. Okay. And you know what I was even just thinking, and I'm a Virgo too. So I want, especially this time of year, I really think like I have to be more of service to other people. I need to spend more time communing with others and doing the work I know how to do. And I also am in recovery, right? So my little resolution for this next period of time, especially during Saturnalia, or, the holidays coming up here, the mini holidays during this winter season, because it is a difficult season. And if it's in the south in the summer, also a difficult season. These extreme weather times when it's really cold or really hot, people are feeling, big feelings. For me, I want to be of service to people that are in recovery. And so that's where I'm putting my efforts, and I'm making that resolution for myself. So, for me, this reading, I'm thinking, oh yeah, I'm right here with you, other Virgos, doing the work. And maybe it's not monetary for me, but these are emotional, spiritual, and for me, recovery, wellness resources. Okay, because even though, sponsoring people and being of service to people and meetings and things, it helps me even more than it helps them. Yeah, it really does. So, but it's important for us to get out there and connect with people that speak our language, that hear us soul to soul, heart to heart, right? Okay, so I'm all worked up here. We have two snails right here, and we have a walking stick. 2 snails and a walking stick, a rosebud, and I'm not sure. This one's really not speaking to me. First, I want to look at these and we'll see. So taking it slow on that hike into building something that you can express yourself more and more and more, okay? Connecting with others in ways that are meaningful to you, that help feed those parts of yourself that are starving for that interaction, starving for that inspiration, okay? So you have the thing to keep you steady, to keep you balanced, but also with the snail, taking it slow, going slowly with it, slow and enduring, right? I was going to say endearing. I was like, I had to stop myself for a second. Enduring. Yes. And then we have the rose, which is the mystery of things. Okay. You don't know what's going to happen, but I think that you are looking for that one of the many ways to commune with spirit. And this one feels so potent. This is the work. This is the work, right? We have this thing that we like to do. We like to say, oh, this is my therapy work. This is my spiritual work over here. This is my physical work, the work I do to make money. This is, exercise or intentional movement over here. And it's all separate. Well, it really is not. None of it is separate. Things are, and I understand having to compartmentalize to some degree. Yes, I get that. But for you personally, in your own internal dialogue, your own journey, all of this stuff is woven together. It all feeds into each other. It flows and feeds into. So finding a way to get that all aligned for you in a way that works for you, that is the ultimate goal. Okay. And I feel like this is where we're going. This next period of time is really fostering this healing that you have done, fostering, this strong unity that you have created, not being distracted by other people's journeys, by their feelings about what you're doing, about their negativity or toxicity or jealousy or whatever, blessing them, praying for them, putting up the boundaries you need to. Okay. And so, and that's the best we can do sometimes. I mean, truly, it really is the best we can do. Now, we're going to look at the Dreamer's deck. It's 40 affirmation cards for finding and living your dreams. And it's from the I Know collection. Okay, there we go. I got it all out. And I'm going to stop where it feels right. I'm going to flip it over. It says, I know that I am the only person who can bring forth the creativity that lives in my body. I am magic. Yeah, you are. Yes. Yes, you are. Magic through and through. All right, Virgo, I want to tell you I love you so much. I love you, my Virgo peoples. And if you would be so kind as to like the video, it helps the channel a lot. And now if you have not subscribed, think about doing that. It is free, like I said before. You can become part of this community. It doesn't cost a thing. You can also hit the little button, the bell button. It'll let you know when the next videos are coming out. And the Virgo videos come out on Sundays. Yes, Sundays. So look for those every week. There are also bonus videos that come out on Saturdays and on other days. Whenever I get a chance to film an extra one, I do. And so make sure you check in to see if there is a Virgo video. Also, if you want to leave a comment, I would love to hear from you. You all are you're what makes this channel great. Really. And the reason why I like doing these readings, I like to hear from you all. I like to connect with you all. It is the biggest honor to be able to do so. So once again, I say I love you. I thank you. I hope you have a wonderful week between now and the next reading, or maybe there will be a bonus. I don't know. But you know what? This period of time in this month of a lot of festivities happening of all kinds, a lot of holidays of all kinds. I have no idea what day it is. I'm so backwards on my days right now. But, you know, thankfully I have a schedule and I'm sticking to it. So I shouldn't get too lost. All right. Thank you. We'll talk again real soon.